right, I'm here with A Primitive Evolution, also known as Ape. The latest album becoming fantastic album, guys. Like I listened to it beginning to end, and the title track, it gets stuck in my head for days, and I go around my apartment singing it even though I don't know the lyrics. I just kind of make it up. I'm like, big dick energy, rich bitch, if you want some cocaine then you gotta ride the white horse, yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Those are better than our lyrics.
Those aren't the lyrics?
You know, I was curious about that because I feel like your guys' music, it's more about the energy than it is about lyrics at all. Is that safe to say?
Well,
like, how important are the lyrics to your songs?
Well, the lyrics are actually we put a lot of with this album. Well, you guys kind of helped me come up with the concept.
Yeah, well, let me ask Stu and Steph. Do you guys know the words to the songs?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
80%.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
80%. Yeah. 80% of the words.
Yeah, no, I know all of them.
I think Steph just remembered what song names are.
Oh yeah.
Barely. Well, like sometimes
How
I
do
get
you guys rehearse,
songs that
man?
start with W's.
Email.
There's two of them, and I get them mixed up sometimes. Who's your maker and
Well,
what's the other one called?
we are the truth.
We are
Steph.
the truth.
You guys do have a lot of songs at this point, so yeah, maybe it becomes difficult. I wonder if that's a thing with all bands when they get a few
Yeah.
albums
I can
in.
play in other bands too, so that's to my excuse.
I noticed a lot of like legacy artists often have iPads on stage these days. You know,
Nobody's got any long-term memory anymore. I feel like that's a thing in our modern age.
it's true. Yeah, you're like, fuck it, I'll just put a screen on the ground and be totally fine.
Faithless is the score. They say I wanted
your guys' live act, I gotta say, like, a lot of bands, they have a really raw sound when they're live. When you guys are live, it sounds almost as good as a studio recording.
Oh, thank you.
How important is gear to your band's sound?
This guy's got a problem.
This is the gear guy?
But it's a problem that works to our advantage, I guess.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I always wanted to make sure that whatever we put on the record, that we can reproduce it as close as possible. So, like, Stu has the samples, and we rip all the samples off the songs, put them into his drum pad so that he can actually, like, trigger the same electronic sounds that are on the record along with his live kit.
I love that you guys do that. Like, it adds so much to the music. Where, again, like so many bands, when they perform live, that electronic stuff just wouldn't be there.
We also chop it up differently. It's in groups of 4, so it's not like we're playing to tracks.
Yeah,
so
Stu's live triggering.
So it's live triggering. It's not like push play, your tracks are playing, and then so it's still got that loose live vibe to it.
So that you don't have to just be a metronome, basically. You can just express yourself, and then when you're ready, boom,
and a lot of times, like,
the beat comes back in.
If you miss the pad, it doesn't fuck up the whole set. You're like, oh shit, I'll get it on the next one.
Nice. Yeah.
guys just came back from touring around doing several shows. Do you have a good road story from this recent stint? I know Stu wasn't able to go along with it, so this is one for Brett and Steph.
Yeah, well, you know what?
What did you guys come back and you needed to tell Stu about what he missed?
They're itchier.
What does that mean?
Itchier.
I'm
very itchy.
Yeah.
My dick's been itchy since we got back. I don't know what's wrong.
Hey, Stu, look at this. Does this look weird?
Those Ohio groupies, man.
Yeah, actually, the tour was pretty tame and smooth, and it was exhausting, but nothing crazy went wrong. Nothing like no one did anything really weird. It was a very smooth coasting tour.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The bunny.
We did kill a bunny.
Pardon?
We smoked a bunny on the highway.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It was our first roadkill.
There was no way that he just ran right under the tire.
Was it really your first? You guys have never...
No, it was my first roadkill.
I feel like...
Good thing it was a bunny. I just saw the Crazy Town killed a moose and walked away from it or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But so
comparatively, you feel less bad. At least it was just a bunny.
It was just a bunny. They reproduce. They essentially
Bang, bang,
they reproduce.
they exist for food, right? So.
this is the first album that you guys have released signed to a label. You're signed to Metropolis Records. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Does anything change when you get finally signed to a label?
The only one thing changes. People have a little more respect for you because they're like, oh, someone actually gave them money.
Do you get money though these days?
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit.
You get like a little advance.
Well, and I think
I wouldn't be surprised.
$10.
Maybe it's more that people actually like are like, oh, someone supported them, so that means they're cool now. So I feel like.
I guess it kind of
gives us a bit of clout.
It legitimizes you a little bit, right?
Yeah. We were able to kind of get on some tours, and people are kind of backing us. And like touring with Pig wouldn't have happened if we weren't signed to Metropolis, because they're signed to Metropolis too. And then we're reaching out to the label saying like, we need to open for bands, we need to tour.
Yeah.
So people can help us connect the dots, and people get wind of it. And our friend Troy like hooked us up with the Pig team, and it kind of all came together.
Okay, so maybe it's like important for networking too. You meet some industry professionals that maybe you wouldn't have had access to otherwise. That's,
and and
that
then
can be important. It
Someone's
could be everything actually.
And
Screw the fans.
Well, and it's just more exposure. I think we've kind of like hit our ceiling in Toronto for what we do. So we have to reach out and get out of the city to grow the band and to grow our listening base.
And it's awesome that being signed is maybe starting to do
that. I definitely think it's helped.
Great.
We're making progress. As long as it's like, as long as we're crawling along, I think we're all good,
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Now, Steph, let me ask you a question. Not only are you a master on the bass guitar, you also play cello. Have you ever thought of doing a side project or solo project or something where the cello becomes your main thing?
Totally, just barely thought of it though so far.
Yeah.
Like we're in the beginning. Like I've been playing with like Hot Lips live a little bit. With,
Cool, really?
Electric cello, but
So
I don't
awesome.
even know where to start. Like I can't decide.
I
Like
think we got a little bit of a gearhead over here.
yeah, I've got an electric cello and an acoustic cello, but like nothing beats the acoustic cello. But I don't know how I would incorporate that into a band yet. I'm definitely open to the idea. I just haven't like really like practically
If you find
thought
it
about
and creativity
how
explodes,
to do it.
you'll go with it.
Yeah, like I've just like people have been randomly asking me to like lay down some stuff for recordings and like Hot Lips playing with them live, but nothing's really jumping at like I don't have the idea. I usually wait for fate to kind of like guide me, and nothing's been like yeah that's what we're gonna do.
What about you with your drumming? It must take, like, you go nuts on that kit. Like, the amount of energy that must take to do even a 30-minute show. How are you after a show? Are you wiped? Are you wired?
No, I'm good.
Yeah?
Pretty good. It's childhood traumas.
You take it out on
that. Yeah.
Is it like
it's therapeutic?
At this point, like you've been drumming a long time. Is it still therapeutic when you get up there?
Yeah, no one gets hurt at the end of the night, so it's like I'm calm, sober.
I guess that's a pretty good way out of all the options that there are to take out your rage.
Nana's day.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for chatting with me for a few minutes. It was great.